Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Omni viewer, and for today's video we dive into the bizarre world of cryptozoology.
I'm sure we've all heard of the Loch Ness Monster at some point. She's one of the most famous cryptids in the world, equal to Bigfoot in terms of notoriety. True, there have been a lot of hoaxes and misidentifications, but once you rule those out, you're still left with a lot of sightings which can't be so easily explained, implying that something strange is happening in the loch.
You might think that a surviving population of plesiosaurs is the strangest possible explanation for Nessie, but I know a couple other theories that make plesiosaurs seem downright blasé. So presented here for your consideration are the 5 strangest theories about the Loch Ness Monster.
Number 5. Skeptics of the plesiosaur theory point out that, based on our current understanding, plesiosaur necks weren't designed to lift up the way eyewitnesses describe Nessie doing.
That, of course, is assuming we put the skeletons together the right way this time, seeing as how our idea of dinosaur physiognomy changes every 10 years or so. But whatever, let's just run with it for now.
If plesiosaurs couldn't lift their necks like that, what could? Some theorists propose a variety of seal which evolution has seen fit to give a long, thin neck, as opposed to the short, thick necks of other seals. For all intents and purposes, this hypothetical long-necked seal would explain why people thought they were seeing a plesiosaur, thanks to having a similar body type. Of course, long-necked seals are cryptids in their own right, so this answer is kind of like answering a question with another question.
Still, the image of a long-necked seal is undeniably an odd one. It's also the most normal thing on this list.
Number 4. So, the Tully Monstrum gregarium, also called the Tully Monster, was a theory first proposed by Nessie hunter Ted Holliday back in the 70s. The Tully Monster is another prehistoric species, originally believed to be a kind of aquatic slug, but it's actually a soft-bodied invertebrate more akin to a lamprey. And the long neck portion you see is just its mouth. Its eyes are back here on these stalks. Of course, supporters of this theory admit that if it's correct, it would have to be a very big Tully Monster, since the biggest fossils thus far average about 14 inches long, while some Nessie sightings are upwards of 40 feet long.
Alright, enough with the everyday animals. Time to get into the really weird stuff.
Number 3. There are a lot of fringe theories which say that crystals have lots of untapped potential, ranging from data storage to psychic enhancement. One such theory suggests that quartz crystals in particular conduct energy which can open portals in space-time, thus allowing a natural means of time travel. As it so happens, there's a lot of quartz present in Loch Ness, and Lake Champlain, which also has a monster attached to it. In this theory, Nessie is a plesiosaur who is swimming through these portals from the oceans of prehistory to modern Loch Ness, and maybe this is happening in lakes all over the world.
Time travel sounds so incredible that you would think it would be at the top of the list. But my dear friends, you do not know the strange depths to which we are about to travel.
Number 2. We now know that the United States experimented with weaponizing psychic powers during the Cold War. How successful they were is hard to decipher, but for now let's just run with it for this particular theory. One method they experimented with was remote viewing, the ability of a clairvoyant to project their consciousness anywhere in the world to see and hear what happens there. In short, the perfect way to spy on the enemy. According to some reports, the government asked their remote viewers to project themselves into Loch Ness to see what was really there. What they found were indeed plesiosaur-like entities, but they had the ability to completely dematerialize. The conclusion reached, and the one supported by those who believe this story, is that the Nessies are nothing less than the ghosts of plesiosaurs eternally haunting Loch Ness. Their ability to become incorporeal would certainly explain how they avoid capture and only occasionally show up on sonar.
They referred to them as dinosaur ghosts because some people still don't make the distinction between dinosaurs and marine reptiles. So what could possibly be stranger than that? I'll tell you exactly what could be stranger than that.
Number 1. There are some reports of the Loch Ness Monster which get ignored by most researchers simply because they don't fit the mold of any popular theories, either because they describe an unusual creature unlike any other sighting, or because they somehow involve claims of magic. In fact, quite a few attempts have been made by witches and warlocks to either summon Nessie or thwart Nessie hunts with magic. One of the first recorded sightings of Nessie saw it being repelled when Saint Columba invoked the name of God. This infamous picture was taken by a self-professed modern wizard.
Most of these claims are dismissed by mainstream cryptozoology, if indeed there is such a thing, but those who do listen to the stranger reports will tell you that perhaps science is entirely the wrong method to be going about searching for the Loch Ness Monster.
They say the creatures of Loch Ness are not dinosaurs or seals or even time travelers, but magical entities capable of shape-shifting, which were known as kelpies in ancient times.
Magical shapeshifters. You know, I don't think we're going to find an answer stranger than that. Then again, that depends on how strange the real answer turns out to be. I just wanted to share this with you because it's utterly fascinating to see just what other kind of theories there are regarding the Loch Ness Monster. So, until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni Viewer, signing off. That title card. When the heck did that happen? I have so many questions I don't think Snazzy will answer.